Gamer sends clear message after devs hire infamous woke narrative designer dispute abhorrent history. Holy shit, that's a mouthful. Let's get it.
Hey, what's up guys, Rick here.
Ooh,
So
State
in
of
this video, I'm
Decay.
going to be talking about the dark situation
Oh, might as
involving
well move
State of
back.
Decay
Oops.
3. This is a game that is not released yet. However, a lot of people are celebrating the downfall of its studio. They're essentially saying you reap what you
Wait, I never heard of State of Decay. The video game. Like, I never thought about like having a 3 on it.
sow. Not because of the gameplay or any previews of this game,
Huh.
rather because of the people they worked with in its development. Now you can see Xbox is reportedly considering shutting down Undead Labs, the developer of State of Decay 3, and people are cheering this on because they worked with Zoe Quinn. Now Zoe Quinn is not just a feminist who injected all of her woke nonsense into the gaming industry, working alongside people like Anita Sarkeesian.
Yeesh.
She is also someone with a very troubled past, including allegations that she essentially traded her body to members of the industry and the games journalism scene for positive reviews of her
What?
game. But even darker than that, there was allegations made by Zoe against another developer who shortly after took his own life. Allegations that have not been proven in any form even 7 years later.
What? She's crazy. And also like she still works as the what is her role, like an advisor or like, or just pretty much involves in game development. Holy shit. Nah, she's crazy for real, for real. Holy.
After they were made. So yes, a lot of people are disgusted that anyone in the industry would have the nerve to hire someone like this. So now I'm going to give you a brief rundown of her history and give a little more depth to it so you can understand why people are so repulsed by this woman.
Oh, hold on, Len. Like, I can't believe there are people who exist with, oh my god. Like, yeah, we truly live in a world. Oh my god, now I see everything.
So back in 2014, Zoe Quinn created a game called Depression Quest. Now this game out of the gates got sterling reviews from a lot of people in the industry and a lot of games journalists for reasons that'll be very obvious in just a second. But when it comes to a Depression Quest, you could have just gone to her social media around the time where she was constantly whining about how terrible her life is, how miserable she is, and how much she is affected by trolls and men and all these awful people who are coming after her. But of course,
Holy frick. Yo, this is like, what is this, like 2010? Man, is it like either 2010 or 2012? When like Twitter was still called Twitter back then, and like before then it was just like the Wild West without the without like the heavy censoring stuff. Like, holy shit, look at all these tweets. Bro, like from the get-go, she is crazy. Holy.
this sort of rhetoric was great for the Gamergate era, which she was a core part of. Back in 2014, she was alongside Feminist Frequency, trying to demonize men in the industry. Her impact is a very real one on the industry. In fact, she spoke alongside the founder of Feminist Frequency, Anita Sarkeesian.
That's where she's from. Like don't get me wrong, Chad. Like I get like major deja vus, but now I know. Okay, all right. Now it's all connected. Yo, like I've seen this photo like a couple of times. What is it, like a year or 2 years ago? I don't know. Like my memory is not that great, but I keep seeing this photo, and I didn't find any like information or correlations to anything until now. Holy.
Before the UN, trying to again attack men in the industry,
Jesus.
and both of their impact on the industry is a very real one. These are two very ridiculous, insane individuals, but their impact is something that needs to be recognized, and it's one of the reasons why the industry is what it is today.
Like, all right. Here's my take on this. With the like before then with the whole where is it? Like this, like with the long chain of tweets, like way back then, like her mind is starting to lose until here. All you could see here is an empty shell. Like her mind is truly gone until then. Like for years of like on the warpath of just hating men and all. Like this is a step further. Holy, yeah, this is just like an embodiment of hate. Like this is the embodiment of, I don't know, like this peak feminism, I guess.
The UN trying
All
to
right.
recognize for with a long post documenting with evidence his allegations that during their relationship, Zoe Quinn cheated on him with a multitude of men, including men in the gaming industry and games journalists. And he alleges that some of this was
Not only an empty shell with no morals. Oh,
done to basically exchange her body for positive reviews of her game Depression Quest. In fact, she even slept allegedly with her own boss, who was a married man. She knew about that. And she even slept with a Kotaku journalist, according to this ex-boyfriend. Talk about
even worse. Like sleeping with the married man is bad enough, but with a Kotaku journalist, no, that crossed the line. Nope. Yep, she is far gone. Like even her deeds of like promoting the game, nah. This is way worse. Even far worse than. Oh my god.
falling very low. That is a real depression quest. Doing something like that with a Kotaku journalist of all people.
Man.
But of course, this is the dark part of the story, where in 2019, Zoe Quinn made sexual assault allegations against a developer known as Alec Holoka. And he was immediately severed from his studio that he was the co-founder of. He was completely removed while these allegations were being processed. And tragically, only days later, Alec would take his own life. This was a man with a well-documented history of mental health struggles, and some
Now that that is just a step too far. Yo, like you know what? I am sick of tired with false allegations, man. Like for years or probably a decade, I've seen a lot of like men getting falsely accused. Yeah, sure, there are other men who are actually like deserves to get punished by the law, but most of the times, like if you get meet up with the wrong lady, and then this is what you get. Like you would get falsely accused, and then you're pretty much, your life is pretty much over. Like your reputation's ruined, your character has been tarnished. Like your friends and family doesn't want to talk to you anymore or even associate with you anymore. So, and especially with his history of with poor mental health. Yeah, this is man, I feel bad. Like this guy doesn't deserve all of this. Man.
someone who is a victim of abuse himself. And when things were investigated further, the allegations, well, they almost instantly fell apart. People started looking at Zoe Quinn's allegations, her stories, her public posts, and things were not adding up. In fact,
Let me guess. She got caught with the false accusations, but she gets a slap on her wrist. Yeah, I did so badly. I did make a false accusations. So I'm just like, I'm very sorry, and yeah, like I I can learn. They can learn better. Yeah, yeah. She gets a slap on her wrist while the guy in question, you know, he's gone. Wow, like he checked out.
Not a single detail of her story has ever been verified. Nothing
Yep.
has been proven. Here we are 7 years later, and still there has not been one thing proven in her allegations. In fact, looking through her allegations, you can see that the timelines don't even make sense. They don't add up. On top of that, her own words and her own allegations would contradict themselves. The more she talked, the more people examined her history of statements, the more they realized
Oh man.
things weren't adding up and she was contradicting herself over and over again. So seeing that timeline of events, a lot of people really
I mean, at the same time, it's pretty much useless to examine like the timeline of the of the abuse or with other stuff because it's already done. The guy checked out. Like what's the point of investigations and for what the law is it's kind of crazy, but like she might get like a slap on the wrist for this. Like even she did her part if of all of this. Yeah, it's pretty much useless because nothing on God's green earth would bring back that guy. Yep.
don't like Zoe Quinn. In fact, a lot of people believe she has blood on her hands for what unfolded with this developer she made the allegations against. Unproven allegations as far as we know right now. So, when it was discovered that Zoe Quinn had a role in the development of State of Decay 3, guess what? People were not happy. And when they found out that their development team might be losing their jobs, they feel very vindicated. And wow, can't imagine why, right, ladies and gentlemen? The sound
Alright, hold on. Hold up, wait a minute. So, this is gonna be the major question of why the developers of State of Decay, the State of Decay series, right now, especially for 3, why would team up with this monster right here? Why? What is it? Is it for clout or is it for, I don't know, her quote unquote expertise when it comes to video games? She's done enough. Why do you keep your studio buried to the ground? At this point, everything that she touches turns to shit.
they feel very vindicated. And wow, can't imagine why, right, ladies and gentlemen? This sounds very similar to the situation with Slay the Spire 2,
What?
which came out to roaring success and immense praise. In fact, this Steam rating was close to 90% after about a month since this game's release. However, you look now, it's sitting at 56%. And that is almost entirely because of their connection to Anita Sarkeesian, the founder of Feminist Frequency, one of the main players in the whole Gamergate controversy. She was a consultant for this game, and again, here she is, sitting alongside Zoe Quinn before the UN, trying to dismantle the industry. And again, as ridiculous as Anita Sarkeesian is, someone who self-admittedly doesn't even play video games and doesn't even care for them, her impact on the industry is so real and still felt to this day because people were petrified of telling a feminist like her no. But of course,
Oh my gosh, at the same I am also sick and tired of this quote unquote consultants, especially for the quote unquote journalists that they don't have any backgrounds in playing video games, but they write articles about video games. Holy LARP. This is the high amounts of LARP sahur. Can y'all stop with the LARP and just get actual get actual journalists or get actual consultants who are actually familiar with the field, not just LARPers who say they are like the best of the best, even though they don't have any like prior knowledge in the said field. Like, can we stop with the LARP?
Of course, when people point out that they don't want to support games that are involved with people like Zoe Quinn or Anita Sarkeesian, the usual suspects on Twitter don't seem to understand, or at least they're trying to act like they don't understand why people would boycott those related games. In a viral quote saying this, "Y'all were trying to boycott Slay the Spire 2 over Anita Sarkeesian being in the credits like 6 weeks ago." This tweet is evergreen. It says, "It's amazing how much leftist discourse is just them pretending not to understand things, thus making discourse impossible." It's very simple. People see someone like...
Yeah, like it's pretty much like the usual suspects. When their side, like when their side is trying not to like acknowledge the monsters on their sides, like especially for the right as well. Like they also have their monsters as well. Like both sides have monsters. Like the worst of the worst who are actually like LARPing, like I don't know, like LARPing, grifters, I don't give a shit. But at least for the at least have some like audacity to call out those monsters. It's just freaking bad, especially like for those who are actually took lives. Like they have blood on their hands. So it's just call them out. Like it doesn't have to be like the left and right shit. Like it's pretty much like common sense at this point.
Anita Sarkeesian, who damaged the industry working with a game like Slay the Spire 2, and they don't want to support it because not only does it reflect badly on the studio, it makes it clear that they don't care about gamers. They don't respect gamers if they're hiring someone like her. But of course, there is a level of hypocrisy here. The original poster has chastised people on their own side for not following through on boycotts, like boycotts of McDonald's, basically saying it's embarrassing and that they have no principles. But then when the other side follows through on their morals and actually boycotts...
Hold up. Because politics she promoted led to this current hellscape, that's both sides' spies. If you're chill boycotting McDonald's for economically supporting Israel, you should be against her even working again for giving us both Trump and Biden's presidencies. What? Alright, saw a self-proclaimed anarchist absolutely refused to boycott McDonald's because they liked it too much. Y'all are so embarrassing. This shit is just an aesthetic for y'all.
Things they don't want to support. All of a sudden, that is an issue. But also, looking at the original poster, they seem familiar, and of course, I remembered they have this infamous tweet where they went mask off a few years ago saying...
Oh, it slipped. It brings me so much joy to know that you feel like all your favorite hobbies are being stripped away from you. You will never get what you think you had back, and that is hilarious. What do they mean by this?
It brings me so much joy to know that you feel like all of your favorite hobbies are being stripped away from you. You will never get what you think you had back.
What do they mean by that?
It's hilarious. So they're just going mask off. I mean, these people are demons, right? Demons do not create. They only corrupt and destroy. And that's exactly what this person is espouting on social media. They're making it clear they want to overtake your hobbies, destroy them, claim them, and then laugh at you when you are no longer recognizing the hobby you used to enjoy so much. But people are quoting posts about Zoe Quinn, saying they don't want to support anything to do with her and don't want to support anything to do with Anita Sarkeesian. And the usual suspects are trying to combat that by saying now it's State of Decay 3 over Zoe Quinn, trying to make it sound like it's some unfounded outrage. And of course, people would quote that user saying Zoe Quinn killed a guy. People have a very legitimate reason to not like her showing up in stuff, which seemed
Yeah, it's gotta be warranted, you know? It's pretty much clear. She got blood on her hands. Why would everybody would want to work with her? With all, like, especially with this, like, for what she did. Like, are we for real right now? Like, I swear, like people who are actually working with her, that they're just turning a blind eye from a monster.
like the very reasonable approach here. Nobody wants to support anything involving Zoe Quinn for a multitude of reasons. But you can see that previous user providing an excellent rebuttal, just saying, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. I don't believe you. And of course, people are describing the sort of
I swear to God, like this killer ducky, like, like you know, like they know that all of the facts that have been presented were true, and like they're just like, you know, like playing it nonchalant, and you know, like, you know that that meme, that Wojak meme where like he's wearing like a happy mask, but like his true face is just crying.
of
Yeah,
context
that's
as
the
to
meme.
why they're making those related claims about her and her involvement with Alec, the developer, and his, of course, demise. And the poster here replies saying, cool story. Yeah,
Oh,
the
okay.
empathetic people, right? They hear the context of someone taking their own life and they say, cool story. They asked for context, they got it, they don't like it, it makes them look bad, makes their side look bad, so they dismiss it as a cool story. But the other user would quote them saying, yeah, she did. She accused a guy of R, despite the story being blatantly fake, considering her timeline never matched up once with posts she herself made on social media. She knew the guy struggled with depressive issues, accused him anyway, then the media circus broke him.
Yeah, like that's gotta be tough, you know. Yeah, you know, like the entirety where she just yaps like, oh, this happened, that happened, blah 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 blah. Yep. And that you know what? Just believe her, man. Just believe her. You know, like she didn't do wrong. Like it was just all that guy's fault. You know, like, oh my gosh. She didn't make like actual like correct timeline of what happened. You know what? Just give her a warning next time to not try that again. You know, just give her the good old slap on the wrist. Yep. Yeah, shame of that guy just checked out early. Yeah. Yeah, too bad for him. Sure,
And of course, while asking for proof in
man.
a different set of replies, someone provided the proof in the context, and well, they just dismissed it. At the end of the day, here's the response from a lot of people. You're boycotting the game where the narrative designer's actions led to a guy offing himself? Yeah, a lot of people are saying that is exactly why I'm boycotting State of Decay 3. Okay, this whole situation
Man,
is very dark, but I think the
rest in
context
piss.
is very important because I'm sure a lot of people have not heard of Zoe Quinn. They might just think she's some feminist who was alongside Anita Sarkeesian. But her story is a lot darker and a lot more corrupt than a lot of people know or remember. So it's important to understand why people are so reviled by this individual and to look at the disingenuous responses from woke people on social media dismissing the boycott as basically fake outrage, when in reality there's a very good reason, many good reasons, to not like Zoe Quinn and anything she's involved with. Anyone in the industry working with her does not respect you as a gamer whatsoever. And I think it is very appropriate to not support studios working with the likes of her. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a
Yeah,
like.
man.
Consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams a week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you next time.
You know what? You know what's worse? That like there are actual game studios who would actually work with that monster. Like just let her like get her off the the industry, man. She needs to like get off of the entire like like video games industry, because it's not right. And also like first thing, like I never heard of State of Decay, but now rest in piss. Yep, rest in piss. Like nobody cares your game anymore. Not especially when working with a monster. It is what it is.